Hello, hello, and welcome back to the E.G.C, the Erudite Games and Comics, and welcome to another recommendation week where we're going through more comics that I've read throughout the week and giving you my recommendations on them. As usual, let's get into it. Now, the first up, we have G.I. Joe issue number 330. Now, Larry Hama is the writer, and I believe it is Paul Pete Peltier over here on art. And you have Tony Cordos for the inker. Now, I haven't recommended G.I. Joe in the last couple issues. I wasn't really too fond of everything going on, but now with this new Dr. Venom, Dr. Venom's return, constantly putting Snake Eyes, Don Marino, and Throwdown. All of them went through the brainwave scanner, and now they all have implanted Snake Eye memories that is turning them against all of the Joes. Snake Eyes seems to be fighting it off. Don Marino's captured in the pits by the Joe, and we have Throwdown where Darklonian and uh some of the blue ninjas are. I believe Helix is over there with uh with Throwdown, and we also have Beachhead. So definitely curious of how they're going to live through that one. Definitely worth reading for this issue 330, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. Next up, we have a new number one, and it is Zorro's Legacy right here. Now, the writing is done by Dan Abbott, and if I can get to the last page, I can show you the actual person, the artist. Thank you. We have if Aaron, it's not focusing, but it's Aaron Lorpesi. Lor, uh, sorry, it's another name that I can't spell. Well, I'll try to have that put in during the video. But this is Zorro's Legacy, brand new issue number one. Now, Zorro's Legacy. Now, this is far after the original Zorro and all of the actions he's going through. We're going through Descendants, and we're following this new one named Donnie. Donnie is the uncle, and I believe David is the new next one, or will seems to be to taking up the mantle of Zoro. Now these are descendants of Zoro, so this isn't like stolen names or anything. This is just all throughout the decades his family's generation has been going through, and now they are still upholding justice as vigilantes and Zorro. So definitely interesting, cool, crazy start with this. I actually do like this one. Will definitely be into for issue number two. Definitely worth checking out. Zorro's Legacy, issue number one. Now, next up, we have Mask, issue number two. Dan Waters is writing and Pi Par on art. Now, as we know, I'm not too familiar with Mask. I still am having trouble finding older Mask issues. So I thought I could try to get to it before Mask started. I couldn't. Only got the short three issues done, but the finding the other Mask has been a little more challenging than I thought. But going on with this one, I think this one's pretty nice because we get Dr. Mayhem uh trying to find some more energon or more Cybertronian technology. Of course, they don't know that it is Cybertronian technology, but they just know it's technology from outer space. It ends up activating a wormhole, and Matt Checker ends up sending two people. We have Gloria Baker and Bruce Sato over here. They're going to be responding to this to stop the wormhole. And I thought the actions, because we get to see cars like transform. It's like looking at speed racer cars or a James Bond car. This stuff is cool. So they're going in, they're stopping out this wormhole, and they get a good old surprise towards the end. Wait, don't want to spoil too much. Definitely want y'all to check this out. This is Mask issue two. All right. This is part of the Skybound Energon universe. That's what I knew. I was pausing for something. Mask issue 2. All right. So now we got another new number 1, and it is Rocketeer. I was gonna say Rockefeller. Completely different comic. Sorry about that. Rocketeer Infiltrators. This is issue number 1, and this one is done by Gabriel Hartman and Dean Kotz on art. Now, Rocketeer is a series. When this one is a brand new series. Now, Rocketeer, we have on the front, we have Betty and Cliff. Now, they're both U.S. people, and they're working undercover at a German movie pictures. Now, this is like a alternate World War II, so they're obviously working undercover and trying to find out what the Germans are really doing over in certain areas. And I think this is really cool. If you like good little spy stuff, definitely worth checking out. You get to see some good action. The art's done really well, so definitely worth your. I think it's definitely worth your time. So Rocketeer issue number 1, or Rocketeer Infiltrators issue number 1. Now the next one we have, now this isn't a continuing series. This is just a one shot, but it was a special one shot. It was the 35th anniversary for Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, through the DC crossover and Sonic the Hedgehog crossover, the DC Sonic the Hedgehog crossover, and this one shot, I have now officially want to read the actual, like, ongoing run for this. I think it's like 87 issues in. So I definitely will be trying to start that soon. Because I definitely want to read all of that. But this is very good fun. We get essentially almost a lot of the main Sonic characters besides Cream, Silver, and Shadow. Everyone else is essentially in this comic, or most of the hero side or the good side of people, because we don't get the bad, we don't get the Croc, uh, we don't get a few characters. We don't get a few characters, but we do get a very good variety of characters. I think this was a very good one. I love Eggman. Eggman's always funny to me. I mean, of course, then you have all the Sonic characters, so definitely good, worth checking out. Definitely a really good nod to Sonic's, 31st or 35th anniversary. So happy birthday, all the Sonic characters. Definitely worth checking out. To see Super Sonic and Super Metal going on, that was definitely fun. Don't Like I said, this is just a one shot. So if you see it catching around, and just say happy birthday, and then definitely, I would say pick it up. I would say fun. If you like Sonic Hedgehog, I think the stories have been doing really good. Now, next up, of course, another month has came around. So Emperor Aquaman issue 19. I will probably be reading all of this throughout the entire until the series is over. Now we know the writing's done by Jeremy Adams. I almost messed that up. The art is done by Vinelli. Pablo Vinelli. I believe we have a new artist. So, as we know from the last issue, Aquaman was talking to Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, and all the good powers. I love how Hal always talks. The conversation between Aquaman and Hal, very well done, very good, because Hal was the parallax, so he wants to be he wants to tell Arthur to be careful. Don't let it just consume you and all this. So very good. But now we have the Justice League, as we see Batman and Wonder Woman over here. But Aquaman has to go talk to the Justice League, and we get to see how everyone is throwing out their opinions and expressions about Aquaman becoming part of the All Blue and how he's hiding it, and Aquaman saying that I don't have to tell you nothing, which I mean he's right. He doesn't have to tell you anything, but they sound worried. But I think it could cause problems. I think they should have some trust towards Aquaman. I mean, he's been there. He's been good for a very long time. Like, he's not going to turn evil on purpose. But this issue is definitely great recommend, because you get to see all of freaking Aquaman's villains. This stuff is cool. Now, I'm not like I don't know a whole lot about Aquaman, but seeing some of his villains that I some of the people I do know, like Ocean Master, I think everyone knows Ocean Master and Siren. eh, Sets so good. And of course we get Black Manta. What is Aquaman without a Black Manta? Oh, see we get Black Manta and we get the Sea Witch, and then I believe this is the Queen's mother. But definitely great issue, as the last 18 issues were. Definitely worth checking out. Definitely good. So, of course, all the villains are here out here to try to control and take out Aquaman because they think they have a chance before it's too late, before he gets too powerful. And obviously, they want to use the power. Who doesn't want to use the power of the All Blue? I mean, you're connected to multiple universes. But we don't know their entire full plan, but it definitely is looking out to be a very good one, and it's going to be a pretty good war coming up between the villains of Aquaman and his kingdom. So I definitely think definitely worth getting into if you haven't already. Great, worth of your time. So this is Aquaman issue 19. Now, we're down to the last two, and I think a lot of people will probably know that this was an obvious issue I was going to pick. Ben 10, issue 3. As we all know, I've been part of issue 1, and this is no different. Now, for for Ben 10, we have Joe Casey on for writing and Robert Carey on art. So I this has been three. You're smacking the camera. This has been 3 issues in, and I think that this does really great justice of adapting the show to the comic. It, things are changed. I think it's really done really well, and there's one thing that has actually really changed is that this is definitely not a PG kind of it's not PG no more. This is definitely above PG. There is blood. There is death in here. So it's not afraid to show it, and I'm liking it. I'm still liking how Ben Tennyson is, how Gwen is, how the Gramps is. It's doing so good. Like the characters don't feel different from how they were from the show, and that's what I was extremely worried about. And so far, 3 issues in, loving every bit of it. And obviously, we get Diamondback. We get Cannonball in the beginning. We get Diamondback in the middle, and we get Forearms towards the end. This is just straight fun. I love this. The art's doing really well. It does it great for how it all is. It, I love how the mutations is. It looks painful. It looks disgusting. It looks how it should be. Ben is terrified of everything that's going on because the Army Tricks. I mean, he was in the show too, and I love how it's still building on that because he's first time ever running into it, and we get to see a Viltrax like full face. This is going to be good. I think this is going to be really good run. I can't wait to read more. Definitely, definitely definitely high recommend. Ben 10 issue number 3. Now this was a little tough for choosing the pick of the week over Ben 10 because Ben 10 was really good, but this issue just had a little bit more, just a little bit more of excitement that I wanted. And that was Fury of the Firestorm issue number 4. And that was my pick of the week, and definitely love every minute of it. Now the writing's done by Jeff Lemire, and the art is done by Rafael de la Torre. I could not think of the first name. Rafael de la Torre is done on art. Now, as you can see, we're still in the beginning. Uh, we have Lorraine or Firehawk, the girl. She's talking, going through her back or well, it's going through the past, but it's through her vision, her eyes, her words. So I think this is really good, and she gets to find out the truth that happened with Ronnie or the current person that's the Firestorm, Dr. Stein, which is this old douche. I God, man, he's evil. He is so evil. But so many things is like drop, and this is like really, really good. This is it's jaw dropping. This was an issue I was looking for this week. This filled it up. Ben 10 was just right there. Firestorm with all the lore drop. That was amazing. Oh, the things that's probably going on in the Firehawk's mind right now is unrealistic, and she probably wants to just burn everything. And I wouldn't blame her. I am on the side of Ronnie. I would have booted Stein right out of my body too, because you did not deserve what you did, what he did. He is crazy. He's bad. He doesn't deserve redemption for me. He's evil. To me, Stein is evil as crap. But I forgot to show it. This is definitely Firestorm issue number 4, pick of the week. This stuff is amazing. Definitely read it. It's look, Ben 10 or Firestorm. You have to read one. At least read one of those and you won't regret it. But as usual, those were my recommendations. Definitely would love to hear y'all's if you have any, or if you have some similar. Definitely want to hear your thoughts about it. If these got you into it, that's all good. I definitely want to hear it. But stay well, be easy, and have a good one. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But have a good one.